Anyway, so we actually haven't explored every room in this place yet because this hub world is enormous for some reason. It's actually crazy how many rooms there are in this place because there's one more of these cloak guys over here. Marked with curios. Interesting. Sure, 1,000 gold. And sure, we'll do what we did last time and just keep pouring all of our money in this thing. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, this is actually another brand new thing that this game introduces. A first for the series, actually, which is really cool. You can actually upgrade your relics, or curios in this case, to permanently increase what they do. So, for instance, the Dread Talon gains invincibility frames and added attack range to an already crazy powerful attack. Will Skull, instead of healing 2 health, will heal 3 health, and so on and so forth. So they're a little expensive for these upgrades, but again, they're permanent, and there's not really much else to spend the money on because the other cloaks are kind of So that's basically where we're going to be spending all of our gold, is these upgrades, because it makes the relics even better, so why not? Anyway, if we actually, I guess I should actually go over here first to show why, but if we look over here, there's actually a little kitty over here, so if we take this this ball and we knock it over this pit, there we go, like that, and we knock it all the way over to this cat, this cat is just going to go absolutely nuts for it and drop a ton of gold while it's at it too, so just another thing just to add to the many list of things you can just mess around with in this game. And sure, we'll give this mirror a good spin. Whoa! Nice to meet you too. Wow, 232. Thank you, bewitched mirror. I'm not a mirror. And yeah, so there's your stat screen, I guess, of the game if you wanted to know your stats like that, because, I don't know, it's just another fun thing I just decided to throw in. And finally, one last thing before we actually move on with it. Yeah, something to stand out. Basically, the gimmick of this guy is if we actually slash this torch above him, we'll actually set him on fire and give him a new coat of paint while we're at it. I'm gonna transfer to the Lost City immediately. And yeah, so we're gonna be checking in with a lot of these NPCs over the course of the game, especially that guy, because there's lots of fun to be had with him, so I believe that actually does it. I think that's everything that the Tower of Fate has to offer, so yes, there's quite a bit to do here, so if the game, again, just is the gift that keeps on giving, because there's always so much to do, there's so many NPCs to talk to, and the dialogue's always so great, so without further ado, let's actually head to the Enchanted Mirror of Darkness, because that's your stage selector this time, so let's talk to the Dark Acolyte. He kind of looks familiar. Oh, okay. Sure. So, another brand new thing about Specter of Torment is that you can actually choose any stage from the get-go, and I'd say we'll probably stick mostly to the same order that we did in the last two campaigns, just because that's where the difficulty is seemingly balanced as well. You can tell the amount of difficulty that a stage will probably be based on how much gold you'll get. So this is a level 1, level 3, level 2. Oh wait, that's weird how it's not ordered like that. I thought it was ordered from hardest to not hardest, but this is only 2,000. Whatever. Anyway, so like the harder stages in this game are the same as the harder stages from Shovel Knight. So Clockwork Tower and Flying Machine are like the two hardest stages of the game, I'd argue. So we'll go with mostly the same order as before. So that obviously means meeting our good buddy and our last playable character, King Knight, at Pridemoor Keep. Let's go. Oh. The Reaper cometh. Okay, let's head to the left and just frickin' enjoy this music. God bless you, Yacht Club. Just, that's the thing too, like, these songs were already fantastic, and I don't know how Kaufman did it, but he somehow managed to make almost every single one of them even better. There obviously are some that, like, that the original I'd prefer, but man, the large majority of the remixes in this game are just top notch. Anyway, as you can see, like, we're only a couple seconds into this King Knight stage, and as you can see, the level design is, like, already crazy. There's a lot more walls to jump off of and stuff, and just the, like, the whole, like, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but the whole level design has just been completely changed. A lot more than Plague Knight, which feels more like a remix, but just the level design is drastically different in Specter of Torment, just to accommodate how cool the dash, slash, and wall jump are, and it never gets old. This game I could play it a million times over, and Yacht Club 2 apparently can, because there's so much they can reiterate on and make cooler, make better, and with every one of these campaigns, it's so cool. Including the music. God damn this music. Screw you. Please ignore me while I dig up stuff. There we go. As you can see, that guy he gave us a platform just to get across that pit, which is super handy, because, yeah, it's not at all easy to get across pits without the dash, slash, or wall jump, because Specter Knight's jump is not a good jump. It's the same, I believe it's maybe a tad better than Plague Knight's jump, but doesn't even hold a candle to Shovel Knight's massive jump, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Also, don't die. God damn it. Ugh. See, these walls that are like lined in red, you can't actually wall jump off of, which is making it a little bit more tricky. There we go. Nice try. And you know what? I'm feeling confident. Sure, let's actually break open these checkpoints, because why the hell not? More gold, the merrier. Oh, hit this? Oh, there we go. No. There we go. Oh, I can hit it from this side, too. Cool. There we go. More gold. We'll give ourselves a good heal, too, while we're at it. No, for fuck's sakes. Well, give us another good heal while we're at it. There we go. Okay. Slash that. Dash that. Please move. There we go. God, I love that part of the song so much. Like, hearing this song, it makes me wonder, like, man, like, what are the King Knight remixes gonna be like in the next campaign? And you know, while we're on the topic of King Knight, because this is his stage after all, I'm really curious about what Yacht Club is actually gonna do for King Knight. I've seen a lot of theories about they're gonna make King Knight just a complete, like, comedy. Like, it's just gonna be nuts. Like, he's just gonna be a complete and total idiot for the whole campaign. But as far as, like, the gameplay, I'm just really curious how they're gonna actually differentiate King Knight, because I honestly feel like King Knight wouldn't have won the poll that they did if the game had come out first, because as some of you probably know, to decide which characters were going to get their own campaigns, they held a poll during their Kickstarter for if they hit those stretch goals, which they hit all 3 of them. So, for the 3 playable campaigns. So, for the 3 playable nights, they had the whole Kickstarter's patrons vote on who they wanted to actually be playable. Plague Knight, Specter Knight, and King Knight won. But I have a feeling King Knight wouldn't have won if the game had come out and then they held the poll, because King Knight was the only knight that they had even seen, that the voters had even seen, because there was the Kickstarter demo that had King Knight's stage in it. So all the other knights that they voted for, like Specter Knight and Plague Knight, were just concept art. So with King Knight, they actually had a full-blown like preview of what he was going to be like because of that demo. So I feel like that's why he won that poll, or got a spot on that poll. But I really don't think he would have won otherwise. I really think Tinker Knight or like Mole Knight or someone like that would have won if it wasn't King Knight. Because King Knight, let's be honest, his moveset is relatively vanilla. So I'm just really curious how they're going to make the level design super fun and awesome for King Knight. Because like when you look at Specter Knight and his dash slashes, or Plague Knight is bomb bursting, it's just like, oh my god, it makes so much sense. The level design is so much fun because of this. But I just don't know how they're gonna do it with King Knight. But I have absolutely full faith because Yacht Club has put out 3 games so far, and all 3 of them have been, even though they're the same game, all 3 of them have been just truly spectacular, and it just keeps adding more bang for your buck the longer this game is out. It also gets me extremely excited for what project they're going to work on next once Shovel Knight is finally complete, because obviously these are extremely talented people, so whether we get a Super Shovel Knight or a brand new project, I just can't wait to see what Yacht Club has in store. This sounds like I'm wrapping up the LP right now, like yeah, it's the end. We're not getting past King Knight's stage. It's too hard. These spike ball guys are just ruining my day. Well, I'll ruin theirs! Yeah, as you can see, armor doesn't even matter for the Dread Talon. You just claw right through them, and I'd say the Dread Talon is actually insanely useful for getting rid of these guys, because, yeah, it's an insta-kill, so I definitely recommend using that, especially since we don't really have anything better to use right now. But we will in time. Anyway, you can't actually go back here for some reason in Specter Knight's gameplay. It's actually a little strange. You'd think you would be able to. Also, let's do a tricky jump right there. Perfect. Please. There we go. Look at this background, too. Holy crap. That's a dick move. Oh, God. So, as you can see, as soon as I jump, because I already put a crack in this black block, that's a hard sentence to say. But basically, as soon as I jump, this thing is gone. So now we're on a definite timer, because these platforms are going to disappear before we know it. There we go. Thankfully, having played Shovel Knight so many times, it's like a lot of situations you can adapt to very easily. And, you know what? Sure, we'll keep breaking checkpoints because I'm ballsy, and the more gold, the merrier. Actually, before we do that, it looks like there's something up here. Oh my god, there was! Nice. You always have to keep your eye out for, like, a wall that's like... That wall is the exact size of a chest, so you never know. Oh god. There we go. And grab one last red skull before heading to the big man himself. Let's go. Whee! And, no, actually, that checkpoint isn't even going to give us enough gold. And we did break every other checkpoint in the level, so maybe let's just leave that one just in case. Although King Knight can't be that difficult. He's King Knight. Funny. You should join a comedy club. Bring it. Okay, so King Knight, as usual, is the easiest boss of the Order of No Quarter. Never goddamn mind! Out of all the things for King Knight to do in his remixed boss fight, now there is actually bottomless pits in the King Knight fight, which, yeah, unbelievable, I know. So King Knight actually becomes a little bit more difficult, especially since, yeah, I almost died right there. Especially since all of his brand new attacks involves using a deck of cards. So now he's going to be throwing them all across. He's using this weird Tails-esque... we fell down. It's okay. We're totally fine. You didn't get to see the cool scythe spinning animation, but whatever.